Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna go to two, and then you take it from there, right?
Okay.
Yeah, bye. Nice five. Coming in five, four, three, two.
Hi, self awareness. Whose truth? I am your host, and we have a very, very special guest. I'm just meeting for the very first time, and she's a beautiful, loving sister. And I'm gonna let her introduce herself to you.
Hi, my name is Yvonne Joseph. I'm from Haiti. I've been in the country for a long time. I came here when I was 15. I went to school here, graduate. I'm also a technician for the New York City Department of Education, and I decided to write my own book, which is Do It Yourself, 2015. And I'm very happy to be a part of the sisters.
Okay, thank you. Could you tell the audience how we connected?
I have a friend that knows you very well, and he referred me to you. First, he wanted me to read your book.
Oh, the why?
Exactly. Which I love it very much. There's a lot of things you say in there. They are facts.
Thank you.
And that after I read the book and I had to explain a couple pages to him, then he said, now I could give you the number.
Oh, wow. Okay, your book. Welcome to Spiritual. Welcome to Spiritual Book, Do It Yourself, 2015. And we're going to ask the author some questions. And the first one I have for her is, why did she name the book the name that she gave it?
Interested. I chose the name. I feel there's a lot of us that knew about spiritual, but they don't want to put themselves out. They hiding behind the curtain, and they talk about spiritual behind the curtain. So if I said welcome, I welcome all of them. And then I said to the spiritual, so I made it clear I welcome you to know about the spiritual and speak about it. And I chose 2015 because that's the year that I really wanted to put the book out. I was thinking this is the book that I want people to know about for that year.
Oh, wow. And I like Do It Yourself.
Yourself. And do it yourself, I added in simply because there's a lot of us that could do your own stuff, but you go and pay somebody to get it done for you.
Thank you.
Just because you don't want to accept that you can, you keep reject what's already in you.
Thank you.
You can do it yourself. But if I put it out there in the book, it reminds you little things about yourself when you start reading the book, and you know you could do it by yourself.
Thank you. Okay, the next question, why did you choose the picture? Which is, you know my name is Rose.
Yes.
So I love the rose.
I love Rose.
Yeah.
It's a part of my name also.
Yes.
Some people call me Eve.
Yeah.
and then they add the rose.
Oh, okay.
Those who call me Eve, they want to tell me when I'm not looking happy, I'm the evil. And the rose is when the smile come out.
Okay.
I take it as a compliment.
Okay.
Everything in life should be a compliment.
Thank you.
Never let no one tell you you're ugly and it's not a compliment. That gives you more power over that person.
Yes.
Because I'm ugly, I love myself. Someone else will love me. I'm still in power
Thank you.
than you. That's one picture. And the other pictures on the inside,
Oh, wow.
I love nature.
Me too.
I love nature so much. And most of my books, they have nature on it. Why? A lot of us think that, okay, I plant the tree and it's going to grow. It's natural. Trees should be growing. How did the tree feed himself? All of us, when we die, we feed the planet.
Thank you.
Our body become water, worms. All this is under the ground, and they all travel. So the plant always we feed by us. People say, "Oh, I don't want to eat that." It was built, it was grew in something that I don't like. Whaley. Those who die, where did they bury them?
In the ground.
Where did that body water went? You drink the water, it's clean, it's filtered, no problem. But the plant, how did they wet the plant for you? How did the plant get feed himself? So we all go through the same circle as the plant. We still feed the plant. This is why I love nature, because people don't know the meaning of nature. They use the word,
Yes.
but they don't know the true meaning for it.
Well, do you think because of where you came from, that's why you're so connected to nature?
I want to think like that, but I'm not 100% because we all came to this planet to share something different.
Yes.
I maybe was prepared from life before to come and share that part with us. And you may be prepared to share another part with me that I don't know.
Thank you.
Going back to because I come from another country, I didn't raise there.
Okay. Okay.
I was raised here.
Okay.
It may be in my blood,
Thank you. Yeah.
and I will still let it out. It doesn't matter where
Yes.
I go.
Okay. So the next question about life cycle, what exactly what you want people to learn about the life cycle?
Okay. Life cycle is your parents. They were born in this planet. They left. They have you. You have your son. Your son will have another son. Even if he doesn't have a kid, he will find someone that's going to bring him one. I will find someone that's going to bring me one. The life is still going around the planet. We're still recycling. If 3 people die today, I guarantee you 3 or 4 already born.
Wow.
It pick up
Yes.
because the body, each of us body, once you die, if you didn't finish your job in this planet,
The mission.
you have to come back. You have to come back. You could run, but you have to come and
Come back and
finish
finish.
the job. Also, if you did wrong, don't think you live in this planet and say, I'm done. I'm dying tomorrow. I could do all the wrong. It doesn't go like that. You just keep living back for the next body because you're coming back to go to the same shoe that you put somebody else in.
Yes.
Because you have to see how it feels
I-
before you complete your cycle.
Yes. And I think that's a deep part that people don't enter and understand because they think they can do anything, and once I die, it's over.
It's not over.
Yes.
I heard it. A lot of people said it.
I heard it.
And I always said, I'm not God.
Thank you.
I'm just a human like you. But I could hear something you may not be able to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I could see something you may not be able to see. You're coming back.
I think more and more people are starting to believe in reincarnation, and I don't think they really do any deep research to really get to the depth of it. Because I feel just what you're saying, whatever we did wrong, we have to come back, go through it to feel
How it feels like.
how I feel. That's why I keep telling people there are no victims. And people believe, and they use that word all the time, the victim, the
No.
victims.
There are none.
Thank you.
It's I told my children the same thing. You see some people they asking in the train, you see people are begging for money, you see people sleeping in the street. Do you know the life before what they did?
Thank you.
The life before how they used to live, how they used to mistreating somebody else. They have to come back to finish it.
experience. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying don't give them.
Yeah.
Control your hand when you're giving.
Thank you.
Because they have to come
Yeah.
to fix it. And if they refuse to fix it, they will be in that shoe
Again.
again and again.
Yeah. And it's and people who goes to church, they will say you reap what you sow. But I don't think they in and understand the magnitude of that.
Okay.
Because it's basically what we are talking about.
I told people, you could pray any place, anywhere, anytime you feel like. You don't have to be physically sit in the church to
In a building. Any
to say
building.
that I am
Yes.
with God. No.
Yes.
To say I am with what I cannot see. Because while you're sitting there, you don't know who's next to you. You clearly don't know.
You know?
To be in that seat, you have to think clearly and you have to be able to figure it out why people talk about God and people talk about spirit. What is spirit? I'm not God. I'm just a human like all of us. But I could say spiritual come from us. If you're supposed to spend 100 years in this planet, after your job is done, you did your job, you've been coming back, you come back and complete every single corner.
Okay.
Then your leftover of you become the spiritual to guard other people. Some of us are bad spiritual because we were bad from many times they
Thank
sent us
you.
back to make correction and we never did.
Thank you.
So when we tired coming back to fix what we refuse to fix, then they keep us. And what we become? The worst spirit. We guard other people to the worst corner.
Thank you.
So doing good, you're always going to be in the good space. You will find people that will try to discourage you,
Oh, yeah.
from church or not.
Thank you.
But it's on you. Everything is on us
Thank you.
to be out there to let us know us. Because some people, they just get up, they get dressed, smell good, and be out there. They don't know themselves.
Thank you.
They hear voices, they think they're crazy. But you're not crazy. If you pay attention to what you hear, and if you get in touch to what you hear, you know it's in you. You have to fix you before you could go out there, smell good and dress beautiful or pretty. You have to fix you.
Okay. What experience did you have in your life to compel you to write this book? Or either get on this path?
A lot. A lot. When I was young, I remember my grandmother, they had sent something to get us, all of the 5 children from my mom. And my grandmother, she decided to stop everything. And because I was a child that never bite my tongue, then she said, you know, if I don't prepare you, they're going to kill you. I didn't believe. I always tell her, nobody can kill me. And one day she took me to her plantation and she left me there, darkness. I used to be scared of dark. And she told me, find your way home. And I find my way home.
Wow.
That's what I tell people. You should never be scared of your darkness.
Wow.
Your darkness is your own shadow. And if once you show any type of things that's around you that you cannot see, it's going to use that darkness against you. You must never ever scared of your own darkness. And from there on, I used to think and think in school. I used to think a lot. And I said, one day I want to write my own book and tell the story of darkness. Then I have my children. Then life hold me back. Life hold me back. And I said, you know, that's it. I'm putting everything on hold, and I'm going to write about darkness. Because I used to hear voices. And I said to myself, if I told anyone, this is what I hear, they're going to say I'm crazy. Before I know it, I will be in all this medication that they put down there to make money off us.
Thank you.
So I decided to keep it to myself. And I decided to practice the voice when I hear the voice. I started reading a lot about other people that have the same problem. And that's why even in our society nowadays, you see the children, they're very intelligent, they're very smart. Because life now is going very fast.
Yes.
And our old body goes to them. And they born with everything already. And people say they're crazy. You have too much energy, you're crazy. It is not true.
Thank you.
He or she may have a lot of energy, but it's coming from another energy that was left here.
Yeah.
And it's coming back very strong with that energy. Let's work our children out to learn how to control that energy.
Yes.
Stop popping pills in their mouth and said, this will calm them down. It's not. And that's why I sat down and I write about the book.
Because a lot of people don't want to admit they have a dark side.
No. They don't.
And then they cover it up with shopping, drinking, sex, buying material things, the house. And I talk about it in my book because I had to face a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I read your book.
That was painful.
It's a lot.
But it freed me and it empowered me to be the teacher that I am to help
Today.
someone else empower themselves.
Yes, yes.
So when you talk about that darkness, Yeah.
Yes, we have a lot of things that out there, most of our people doesn't know about it.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't know because let's say if I don't share with you, how would you know?
Thank you. But a lot of people don't share because they're afraid people gonna judge them, people gonna condemn them, people gonna uh, judge them. You know, oh, you this, you that. So a lot of things. This is why when I wrote my book, I tell it all.
Yeah.
Whether you know, because I learned everything the hard way.
Yes, you did. You sure did.
but
When I
but
read your book, you have a lot in there. You
but
did.
it was good.
It's good.
It's good because I faced it, and it helped me to in and understand other people who may be going through something similar. So I have more compassion and in and understanding, and I can support them through the process if they want it, because you only can help people who want to be helped.
Exactly.
And I know you know that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So, what's to you important about colors?
Rephrase that word.
How important is color to you?
Color. Color is very, very important to every one of us.
Thank you.
Each one of us. I may see black in a different way.
Thank you.
You may see it in another
Yes.
way. Today, you may wear black and you come by me. I may not like you for the day because my eyes doesn't like the black. It's not you.
Yeah.
Sometimes people goes to work and they fighting with workers because the color they put in their body is not good for the eyes of the people around them. So when you wear a color, it's light you up.
Yes.
Green have its on, red has its on. You may wear red today and you look so beautiful because I may be something you don't know. You got me? I may be something you never knew that I am.
Oh.
And I saw the red on you, I think you come for me.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
Because the red maybe means something
Else
to
to
me.
you. Yeah. Wow.
So when you're around people, it's depend of your color that make people attracted to you. So when you wear colors, depend of the clothes you wear, depend on the group of people that's gonna be around you. You have to be mindful who's really looking at you and what kind of angle the person is looking at you. So you know everyone around you by looking the way they looked at you
Because of the color you have
because of
on.
the color you have on.
So, when someone have on a certain color and someone respond negative, so what is that saying about the person who is responding negative, or is it about the person who has on a certain color? Because I use color and it works for me and it's all positive. Because you can heal with colors.
Yes.
Okay.
Colors, you could heal with colors. For example, I have a friend of mine. By her window, she has flowers through the whole year. And when she feels down, she will open the window and sit there and look at through the flower. She will meditate herself back to normal.
Wow.
In the meantime, I know someone, if depend of the color you wear, she won't like you on. There is every type of us in this planet. We're not the same. We
Yes.
may be looking the same because
Similar,
we
yeah.
have blood, we have
Yeah.
body, we have the same shape looking, but inside of us, there is another thing that you may not see, and I may not see.
Okay, so colors, I see colors as positive. And because even every time I have to go to court with a landlord, because you know they're always trying to get over on you, and they think you don't know anything, and you know with they high-paid lawyers, I always wear purple, and I always win my case.
Exactly, because purple is what goes with you.
Okay, so if someone else had a
Some
woe,
purple
it
and
may
go to the
not
court,
work
it
for
may
them.
not work for them.
Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
It may go only for you. Each one of us has a color. We don't know it unless we try to see which color that goes with you. Which one that attract more people next to you. Which one that you could wear and then you could light up a place without talking. That's how you know which color that's your color. I love color because when you sit down outside and you look at the sky, you see blue. You look at the water, you see blue. And you see white.
Okay.
Then you see green. Where does the green come from? The tree?
Yeah, but we're going to stop here and we're going to continue on part 2. So you hold that thought. You have any last remark on part 1 you want to say to the audience?
Get the book. Get the book. It will teach you a lot. Trust me, there's a lot up there. And there's a lot of things we don't know.
And we constantly learning.
We constantly learn. We never finish learning.
Thank you. So we're going to continue with part 2. So the God in me greets the God in you. Thank you. Stay tuned for part 2.